Hey, you want to sound better? I got you. So here are a few things that beginners do that really make them sound like a beginner. I know I did this stuff myself, and I thought, yo, here's how you conquer them and pay a little more attention to them. So the first one we're going to talk about is actually fretting the notes. This is a really big one in very early stages. What people do is they tend to baseball grip the neck of the guitar, thumb over the neck, and what happens is they pull down on the strings. And they pull the strings out of tune. A lot of times beginners' ears aren't developed enough to notice that they're really pulling something out of tune, but really focus on, for one, putting your thumb in the back of the neck, if you can, and also fretting the strings directly on. Make sure that that string isn't moving when you push down on it. You want the string to go directly into the fretboard, just like that. Here, there's no warble in the note. You gotta watch that. You don't want this. It's a big reason why sometimes beginners are playing things and they're like, it doesn't sound like the album. It's because you're just pulling it out of tune a little bit. So make sure you're watching that. So the next one is adding space to your notes. A lot of times when you're learning scales for the first time, beginners just tend to play a scale like this. Constant notes, there's no breath. And if you notice, all the greats, all the legends, they play phrases, they add space, and it's okay. You can add space. Take a breath for a second. Think of it like a sentence. See how I paused? I added a period on the end of a sentence. That's really the way that soloing and scales work. So really one of the best things you can do is try to play licks and phrases to incorporate that space. You want that timing. You want to give it time to breathe. Sometimes that space, man, it adds more attitude than a constant flow of notes. So try stepping back a little bit, adding some space. Now, this one is a huge one, and it's stop watching your picking hand, because this is very early beginners always do this for some reason. I know I did it too. You want to watch your picking hand that's on the strings, and it makes way more sense to try to watch your left hand. That's how you end up sounding a little bit more clunky on the strings. It's because your left hand has all this space to move over here, and your right hand relatively stays in one spot. So make sure that you're trying to break the habit of watching your picking hand. Watch your fretting hand way more. It's just going to make you more precise and just more in tune when you're playing. And one final little tip that I want to throw in here is just make sure that you're always tuning your guitar. Every single time before you practice, tune it up. It takes 2 seconds, and then you're back to rocking. And I think other than that, I'm going to bounce out of here, guys. If you would, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you are wanting to see. And I'll see you all later. End it bluesy, guys.